Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches Series 10. We're on to day 5, and today's sketch is brought to us by Lisa Sikorski. I never get her name correct. She is the owner of Scrap-A-Sketch. So I will have the link down below to her Facebook group. She makes beautiful sketches. There's new ones up every month, and they're very classic and easy to follow. So if that's something you're into, which I know a lot of us are, I highly recommend you check her out if you have not already. And today's sketch is really just one of those ones that I think will be fun for you to work with, because there's a lot of ways that you can work with it. There's a bold outer frame and then a nice inner frame, plus an even smaller, like rectangular frame with a horizontal photo, which I think is lots of fun. You can add in little bits and pieces, all sorts of goodness going on there. I am going to share with you 5 different layouts today. And of course, as always, we're going to start with the sketch creator. So we've got Lisa up first. And isn't hers just adorable? She's really followed her sketch almost exactly. I love her bright pops of color, and it's a boy layout, which we all know how much I love a good boy layout. But I love how she took and did a smaller border at the around her whole layout, and really let this white cardstock be like a resting place for your eye, and then these bright pops of color pattern papers to go with the photos. Because if you can look in the photos, it has a very bright helmet on, and so adding in these bright colors really helps to make it so your eye goes to this little boy's adorable face and not the helmet. So she definitely has a good eye for stuff like that. I also really love how she went ahead and she used a pen and did a border around her pattern papers to just kind of make sure that everything looked like it belonged together. Really smart use on that. I love to do borders when there's different pattern papers kind of competing with each other. Doing something like that just brings them all together. Next up, we're gonna have not Lisa. We just had Lisa. We're gonna have Leslie. And I love her take on this. This is really neat. So let's say you're not into all the borders. That's not your thing. Don't worry about it. If you have a cut file or even just a strip of paper, like it doesn't even have to be a cut file, you can replace that idea of a border with that. So this is what Leslie has done here. She has a cut file that's in the same rectangular shape, and then went ahead and finished it off following the inside part of the sketch with the 2 pattern papers, the horizontal photo, and then the embellishments going to the diagonal there. Really, really love that. And it was a great way to make the sketch work for her without doing the inner frame there. All right, next up we have Jessica, and she has this fabulous summer layout for you. So again, think about seasons and what it is you want to document. She has pretty much flipped the sketch. So which is something fun because we haven't seen a ton of flipping of sketches yet, right? So she's taken the sketch and rotated it like 100 and is it 180? I'm doing this at like let's see, it is 6:30 in the morning, so my brain is just not thinking. But she has flipped her sketch. So she has the rectangle down at the bottom for a shelf, her photo, which is now a vertical photo, which I love because I take vertical photos myself. I tend to take a lot of landscape type photos. And then she's layered in all these embellishments along the rectangle. And I love that. She's done splatters, and then she has still put in those other blocks of color with the pattern papers, but really the highlight of it is then focused in on the photo with the sprinkling of embellishments on the outside. And then she has done her outer frame, which you can see from the original sketch there. Next up we have Keisha, and I love Keisha's. This is a really great way for those of you that like to get a little bit messier, do some stamping. That's what she's done. She's taken the block that should be the rectangle and stamped. or used a stencil. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks awesome. I love this idea. And then she's gone ahead again with the pattern papers, and she's made it work for her, but she really highlighted the sketch with the rectangle. So that seemed to have been the theme that most people took on with this sketch, was that rectangular part in the middle frame. And I love this super cute photo of a little boy all dressed up in a suit jacket and jeans. Such an adorable photo. It's just really sweet. I love the blue that she's used. It really helps pop off with her photo. And then if you can zoom in at all, you can see she's used a bunch of little word phrases that just kind of help balance the sides off, which I love. And a tag, which I thought was really neat. She has chosen not to do an outer border, but instead she's just used a pen and done some squiggly lines around the outside, which is also a great idea, and I love that layout. And finally, we have the other Jessica joining us today. And Jessica has gone and followed this sketch, but put it in a spring feel that I just love. Now, she has done kind of a different approach where she's taken the rectangle, it looks like a solid piece of pattern paper, and then added a lighter tone of that same color. And so it's like the rectangle has a border on its own, which I really loved. That was neat. And then she has spaced her photos. She's done two vertical photos at 3x4. Guys still up and wanting to talk to me. Sorry. Anyway, so we've got, like I said, these two 3x4 vertical photos, which she's layered in, which is fabulous. And then working with the sketch and the idea of the blocks of pattern paper there. And a much larger diagonal of embellishments, which is good to remember because it doesn't all have to be clustered in the middle. You can spread it out. You can take a sketch and blow it up to make it work for whatever it is you're trying to document. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. I hope that has helped inspire you or given you an idea that maybe you didn't think about. I'm really enjoying highlighting all of these amazing sketches. I hope you are too. And I will see you guys back tomorrow. Always remember that the link for the Facebook group is down below, plus the playlist that was available. I am going to try to make sure that is up to date. I think there's been a few ladies that weren't able to add to the playlist themselves, so I'm going to go back and make sure I've gotten them added. And as always, if you're playing along on Instagram, use hashtag 30DSCBL10 or search for that hashtag, and you should be able to see all the amazing layouts from the sketches that have been shared so far. I will see you guys all again tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Bye, everyone.